Here's a story. Growing up, you were known as the fighter, the person who bullied the bullies. Getting kicked in your face and stabbed multiple times, for you, it just came with the territory. Watching your father hustle and sell women for a living, it wasn't long before you turned to the strip club for money. One night, you fall asleep at the wheel and fly through the windshield, and by the time you woke up, you had no feeling from the chest down. Overnight, your life completely changed, but the wheelchair wouldn't stop any motion. Trappin Anonymous.
I'm out of town and I'm ready cop a pound, and if a nigga got no money, he can afford to eat me out.
Stop talking. Stand behind the chair. Hold the chair. Hold the seat. Hold the chair.
Yeah, she was a cripple. Yeah, she was a cripple. With good coochie, you wanna do me and not use me for disability. You gon' push me for this coochie, paralyzed pussy.
I met some of my realest friends that's disabled. Shout out to them. I don't cry, but you know.
Sorry.
Shout out my wheelchair friends though. But I'm still healing too. You know? I'm just good at hiding it. But I ain't with that crying shit. I'm a gangster.
Once I got moves. What's good? My name is Chris Dowds. It's Trappin Anonymous. Welcome back. Shout out to everybody keeping it moving. Really do appreciate all of you guys for coming here, showing up, and sharing, liking, keeping the community together and strong. If you are sitting there watching this show and you want to be on Trappin Anonymous, you have a story to tell, something you need to get out to the world, please DM me. I do answer my DMs. You can email me, trappinanonymous@gmail.com, Trappin Anonymous on Facebook, and Trappin Anonymous on Instagram. Let me know. We're going to get to it. Do remember that the stories that you hear reflect real life. They're here to inform, educate, and keep your little homie off the streets. My name is Chris Dowds. It's Trappin Anonymous. Let's get it. How are you?
Hey.
Okay, so I like to start with your name and why you think your story is important.
My name is Tamia. Well, hold on. My name is Mia, and I go by Mia, but you know, somebody know me as Mia Money or like Sexy Wheels, you know. So
Sexy Wheels.
yeah, Sexy Wheels. I feel like my story is important because I live kind of best of the both worlds, like a disabled life and a street life, a fast life, you know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot of lessons that I feel like I could help people learn from too.
Okay, for sure. So what was your upbringing like?
My upbringing, it was like, I guess you could say it started off kind of rough, like moving from, I guess, a different state when I was 1 to Virginia. My dad, my mom, they're both from Jersey, so they didn't really have like a support system. And they kind of like grew up like struggling. My dad lived the fast life, kind of like trapped out houses. And my mom, she always was working though. Like she always put us in a home and tried to make it like a home. But my dad kind of was like the roughneck, doing the most. And like led on to that kind of just introducing me to just certain stuff. Like, and I guess you could say like I just lived a life outside, really looking for love that I didn't get at home. And kind of just like struggling and trying to always shake back from situations.
Yeah, you have siblings?
I got 2 main siblings, and then I got my other siblings on my dad's side. Like altogether, I got like 8 siblings.
So you guys are basically living in this household where, you know, one parent's working, the other parent's in the streets. What kind of street activity did your father do?
My dad, he was like the type of guy, I guess you could say, he was like robbing people, selling drugs, type life, like randomly doing stuff. Like it was to the point I would get interrogated in school. Like I didn't know I was getting interrogated, but they would ask me like what's going on in my house, and I would sometimes tell them, and I didn't know. I had gotten in trouble for that actually. Like my dad like choked me up with my collar and was like, "You don't tell them people nothing." Like so. he just had a lot going on. And like every house we stayed at with him would get raided by like police and stuff. So yeah, he just had a lot going on.
What was like a core memory that you remember about your father sort of like living this lifestyle?
I remember him actually like shooting at the neighbors one time, and we were always like hiding in the car, and we had to eat like bread and stuff because we was in there for so long. We was hungry, but that's something I remember. But it was like times we would find his gun, or like he'll just have like certain people over there like crackheads, prostitutes, whatever. But it was just a lot of stuff with him. I'm not gonna lie.
What is your mother saying as he's bringing prostitutes in the house to stay with you guys?
I think my mom was just like trying to figure a way to get away from him. Cause my dad was crazy. Like he would have his friends follow my mom and stuff to make sure she's not doing nothing or like just crazy stuff. So when my mom came and got us out of school, she was just like, we gotta go. And she pulled us out and was like, we just gotta go. Like we didn't go back to the house until later on for some other reason. But she just took us and left. Like we were sleeping in the car and then we ended up in the shelter. And that was kind of like that. Not the end, but close to the end of that with my dad. So.
And how old were you?
I think I was probably like 6 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I was real young.
And then you haven't seen your dad since then?
No, I have. See, when my mom finally left the shelter, she actually moved to an apartment complex on the outskirts of Richmond in Mechanicsville. And my dad did come back because like one, I would be the one to contact him. I would find him on Facebook or I would just call him on the house phone. And like that would cause problems in the house. But I was a daddy's girl. So I didn't really understand. I just wanted to be around my dad. So my mom let him come to the house and stuff, but then she just had to get rid of him because he was like trying to do the same stuff. And then he almost set the house on fire. It was just a lot. So.
Who was your father robbing?
Like Mexicans and stuff, like in Southside Richmond got a lot of Mexicans. So we used to stay in Blackwell. He used to be robbing people, selling drugs out there. And then our house got raided by the police and then we had to leave there. And then we moved to like Henrico, which is like the county. Yeah.
But you had money growing up. Like all of this.
Like that's another reason why my mom, like she really didn't fuck with my dad because she was like, he used to run up so much money, but he never really took care of the family. Like he would use it on whatever he wanted to use it on. Like my mom was literally always busting her ass, trying to make sure we got somewhere to sleep, got somewhere to go. Even when we were staying at hotel rooms, like she would always work and make sure we straight.
I could only imagine that
this
sort of caused you to be angry growing up.
I'm not going to say necessarily angry because I didn't really understand. Like, I was young, so I was like, but as we started getting older, like, me and my brother would notice, like, out of our friend groups, like, we kind of went through it the worst or kind of was, like, the poor friends, like, the friends with less. Like, we don't really have the newest clothes, the newest shoes and stuff like that. And that's kind of what made me start doing certain stuff. Like, that made me, like, start wanting to do, like, lemonade stands, like, when I was, like, 7, 8. Start like selling my own clothes. Like then I hit like, teenage life. I started like running in cars with my friends and just trying to get money. Cause like I'll ask my mom for like some shoes and she'll be like, she ain't got it. So I'll just be like, okay, I'll get it. Don't worry about it.
What's sort of a core memory for you when it comes to, I guess, like running in cars, robbing them? And
I would say a core memory for me is one time I would say me and my brother actually was running in cars and I came up on some stuff of quarters. Like it was just like some stuff of quarters, like a whole car full, like a jar of quarters. And like it was funny because we was with our homeboy. He got a limp and we left the car and I'm like, I couldn't get all the quarters because it was some in the jar, but then it was way more in the thing. And I felt like I was in the car too long, so I just left. He like, I'm ready to go back for that, John. He was like, it's all the quarters. He like, nigga, we might as well. I'm like, bro, that quarters, bro. He was like, bro, look at all those quarters you have, bro. He was like, you might as well go back and get the rest. I'm like, cause we found more stuff than that, but I'm like, it's quarters. Like, this only probably like $200, $300 worth of quarters. Yeah. He like, bro, come on. So he got a limp. He limping back. He opened the door. Somebody started yelling across the balcony, like, hey, get out my car. We just gone. Like, it was so funny. I ain't even gonna lie. But afterward, I pulled up on my homegirl. And she was on house arrest. This is the same girl who set me up later on down the line, but she on house arrest, so I jumped the balcony and I, you know, got her some food, got some weed, and we just chilled. And then I was just like telling her how I was running in cars and stuff. And if you need anything, I got you, because I was making money. Like, the reason that's a memory to me, because it was one of those moments like I feel like I did it, and then like I came back and I got to sit with somebody and look out for them. Like, that I thought was a friend. Like, we sat and smoked, count all my quarters and all the little bit of money I found, and like really just like express like certain trauma and stuff, and like why we do certain stuff. So, but fuck that bitch.
Wow.
Can't even go lie.
Any physical abuse, sexual abuse growing up?
Not in my household, but later on down the line in the streets, yeah, because like I used to think I was a nigga. Like, I had to learn, like, my ex used to tell me, like, you're not a boy. Like, you be around these niggas, you're not a, like, they still look at you like with a girl with a pussy, you know what I'm saying? I used to really think I was a nigga. Like, I used to think I was big dog. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, so overall, like, I am like respected, I would say, like, by niggas. Like, certain people, like, they was like just trying to fuck with me as I started getting older. So I had to start cutting niggas off. Like, my brother and another nigga, they had jumped me, but it was like the nigga he jumped me with was a nigga who was trying to get with me, but I fell out with him because he watched me grow up as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he started trying to fuck with me, but I was like, I don't look at you like that. You like my brother. And he was like, well, I can't fuck with you if we can't whoop the whoop, because I have more feelings. And I was like, cool. I ain't even trip, because, you know, but he was in his feelings and he kept trying to pick and pick and pick. My brother, he be on some follower shit sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. We was driving, my brother was driving. We was supposed to be going back home and dropping him off, but he never did. And I'm asking where we going. Long story short, dude kept trying to take over, like, and we in my mama car, he not family, so he trying to take over and just, you know, mind your business and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, we in my mama car. Long story short, he put his nose on my nose and like I mushed him back. He put it back on my nose and mushed him back. And then he attacked me. Motherfucker, we fighting in the car. But all that was stemmed from him trying to fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? So like, that's when I had to like, I started really saying shit like, okay, for what it is. And then like certain niggas like that was around my niggas was lusting over me and shit. And I'm thinking niggas cool, and then they taking advantage, like, you know what I'm saying? Like forcefully type shit in a situation. So it was like, probably like 2-3 times I probably been like sexually assaulted being in the streets, or probably like, I guess you can say rape, but like not in my household though.
Why you say you guess you could say like rape?
Well, cause like not every situation was rape. It was like, cause I had to like separate sexually assaulted and rape, cause it's like, it's been situations where I almost been raped, but I was just sexually assaulted because it didn't lead to the rape. But like I was held down to the point like I had bruises on my arm, like fighting a nigga. It was my nigga at the time, his brother, you know what I'm saying? He tried to rape me, but it didn't lead to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was fighting him so much. And then like other situations, they was for sure rape, but yeah. I guess I could say like the studio situation, like that's kind of why I don't go to studio sessions by myself with niggas, because I feel like niggas just be trying to get you in the studio to fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? And when I was young, I was kind of like oblivious to that. So when he like invited me to the studio, mind you, I already cut him off like some shit ago. We used to fuck with each other, but I haven't been fucking with him no more because other situations. But me going to the studio was strictly to do music, and he took advantage of that. And then that's when I like really started really doing myself up, you know what I'm saying? I got the hair, lashes, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking real good. But he was on some weird shit, like on some obsessive shit. Like we came to do music, niggas started lusting, trying to like get all up on me and shit, grabbing on me and shit. And I'm telling him to stop and shit, but he just got real forceful and really just forced it, you know what I'm saying? So after that, I really just don't go to the studio sessions with people. I try to advise people, like, especially with like females, like go to the studio with somebody, you know.
Wow. This is like a inevitable part of, especially like the industry, and you know, you're gonna meet people that are gonna portray one thing, and you know, try
Yeah, because people be trying people, and then when people don't know like how to accept when you don't want them or don't want to fuck with them no more, or they think if they already fuck with you, I guess they could just take it. But no, that wasn't that situation.
You fought a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think that was about? Where did that stem from?
I think really because, I don't know, I think I got a soft look But I never knew for real. Like, I'm just learning this as an adult. When I was young, I guess I had a soft look. People always like antagonized me or picked on me. Like, usually bigger girls. I usually fight bigger girls or like people from my friends or my brother. It was never really always me. But like when it came to like people picking on me, like they was just pick. And I'll let them, because I got a 3 strike you out rule. You know what I'm saying? And then I just have to, do what I got to do. But like, I always fought for my friends too. Like my brothers, my street friends, like you couldn't really fuck with them without having to see me type shit. So It was like, either I'm getting picked on or I'm fighting for people. Like,
how'd you get stabbed?
The girl who stabbed me, she was picking on somebody. I don't like bullies either. I do sometimes insert myself, like, cause I can't sit back and watch anybody get picked on. Like for some reason, it just, in my head, I'd be like, don't say nothing. And then I say something. But they was picking on this girl and I just was like, why are y'all picking on her? I knew the girl, so I was like, why are y'all picking on her knowing she's not even like that? Then they came on my face, started picking on me, and I was letting them. I was just like, I'm gonna beat y'all ass. See, I'm the type of person, if I say I'm gonna beat your ass, I have to do it now. So when they was picking, I ain't say nothing to them. I was just like, I'm gonna beat all y'all asses one-on-one. And people was laughing and shit, because it was like, y'all don't know me, is she really gonna do that shit? They thought I was playing, and then they came around on my side. They came around my side of town, and I walked down the street to where they was at, with my mask on, layered up and clothes. And if I ain't have them layers on, I probably would have been dead. I'm not gonna lie. Cause she ripped through every layer of clothes. Like, and pulled up. At first I was looking for her, couldn't find her. Then I found her and was like, what you wanna do? Then beat her ass. Woo, 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 woo. I didn't know I was getting stabbed up. I'm over here like, come on, what you wanna do? Round 2, round 3? Like, I got energy for days. Motherfucker, she like, I don't wanna fight no more. And she looking at me like I'm crazy the whole time. Like, I don't know why, but I should have known something was up because I heard something drop, but I didn't know what it was. And I went to the corner and I started feeling sick. And when you get stabbed up by any metal, you feel sick, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, probably nothing, you know what I'm saying? I walked across the street, I seen her again. She was just staring at me and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? You wanna fight again? She like, nah. I'm like, all right, then get the fuck out my face. I go in the bathroom, I start washing my hands. I got blood just dripping. I'm talking about just dripping in the sink. And I'm like, hold up, where is this blood coming from? Like, so I look at my wrist and it was right here at first, but that joint, like the white meat was gushing out. And I'm just like, oh, I'm ready to kill this bitch. Like that one, I ain't gonna lie, I was seeing red. I was really about to do something to her. Like I was left straight to look for her. And I was mad because I just seen her. So when I went out to look for her the second time, I couldn't find her. So I went outside to grab a brick and I'm calling my brother. I'm like, bro, this bitch just stabbed me up, bro. They come down, they look at my wrist. They like, oh no, you need to go to the hospital. They're like, we'll find her. You need to go to the hospital. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not going to no hospital. Like, so I go to the store. I'm like, as soon as I walked in the store, they like, oh my God, somebody call 911. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need none of that. I just need some alcohol, you know what I'm saying, some wraps. They take me to the back room of Kroger's and they like trying to like patch me up and stuff. They like, we don't think we have the proper equipment for this type of injury. I'm like, I'm good. My brother, he come and get me. They get a ride. We go back to the crib. It was only like 5 minutes down the street. Go back to the crib. We go inside. I take my jackets off. My brother like, oh shit, you got stabbed right here, right here, right here. I'm like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Cause like my jackets, like you see the holes in my jackets. Like, and I had like 3-4 jackets on because it was cold. So like, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Like, that's all I'm thinking. He like, please go to the hospital, Mia. Cause like this joint right here was like real bad. It was like really, really deep and it wouldn't stop bleeding. And I'm like, nah, just pour the alcohol in me. Just pour the alcohol in me. He like, bro, please go to the hospital. I'm like, nah, bro, just pour the alcohol in me because I'm going to kill this bitch. Like, that's all I'm thinking in my head. And I knew it was deep because I couldn't even feel the alcohol. Like, it's just pouring in. Like, so he tried to wrap me up with the stuff we stole from the store. And motherfucking, I tried to lay down. It bled through all my, like, shirts and shit, all on the pillows and stuff. And my mom come in the room. And she just like, what did you do? What did you do? Like, she thinking I did something to somebody else. But I'm like, Mom, I got stabbed. It's me. I'm good, though. Like, she like, you need to take your ass to the hospital. Like, what is you doing? Like, I'm like, Mom, I'm not. Mind you, I just got out the mental hospital. So I'm like, I'm not going to no hospital. I'm not going to lie. I just got kicked out of school. I just got expelled. And I had to go to the mental hospital. And I'm about to be on probation. I'm not going to no. I was like, they're going to think I'm crazy. That's why I really didn't want to go. Because like, yeah, they gonna think I'm crazy. So I just like tried to patch myself up. I stalked her though for like probably 4 or 5 days till I found her and beat her ass again with one arm. And then after that, I was like, I'm not fighting no more. But it's like people just kept picking on me after that.
You never went to the hospital.
I patched it all up myself. Like, I think I did a pretty good job too. All of them.
What were you in the mental hospital for?
I tried to kill myself. Like, probably, I was like 15, 14. After I got kicked out of school, like, my family they was tripping, but they was like, you ain't never gonna be nothing in life now. Like, you just fucked your life up. I was like, there was like no point in you even being here now. So I was like, shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. And that's when I discovered I suffer from depression. Cause I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I would get my favorite food and I could not eat it. My friend was like, maybe you depressed. And I was like, that's white people shit. I ain't depressed. Like, then I looked up the symptoms and I was like, damn, I might be, you know what I'm saying? So days going by, I'm just like, okay, I still ain't eating, still ain't sleeping, and I'm kicked out the crib. My mom, she want me to come back at this point, I think, but like she won't trying to like express it. Like she won't trying to, you know, pride type shit. Wake up. No, but it was like pride. I guess she wanted me to come back, but she ain't never really reach out or nothing. Like, but I guess one day I just was like, fuck that shit. I'm ready to leave and try to kill myself. You know.
What did you do?
I was at my friend's house and I took a bunch of pills. And then I guess she came in the bathroom, was banging and shit, motherfucking called 911. They came, motherfucking took me and I threw the shit up. And then they put me in the back of the truck.
Wow.
Then they put me in mental hospital. I gave them hell for real. Like, they was over me. They was like, take her, just take her.
I wonder what led you at 15 to really just check out, right? It had to be deeper than them telling you you're not gonna be nothing.
It wasn't really, it was like being homeless at the time. Like, cause when I left the house, I was just by myself. Like, I felt like, I don't know what I was feeling for real. I didn't really understand it at the time. I was just sitting in the hallways sometimes like all night, like just by myself. Like, so I was just like, damn, there's no point in me being here. I don't know. I just started feeling real depressed, real low. I'm watching everybody going to school every day while I'm kicked out. So I was just like, damn.
You're 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had that feeling again?
No, I don't think so. I think I trained my brain to like realize like it's just feelings, certain feelings. I don't ever feel like I want to kill myself, but I do be depressed sometimes. Like, but I'm at what's the word? A functional depressed person. So people don't really be knowing it, but I'm like the strong one, so people don't be asking or care.
You sold drugs?
Yeah. And I feel like me selling drugs probably like, I ain't gonna say led to me doing drugs, but like, I guess I encouraged it. Cause like I was a lot of people's first time doing certain shit. Like when it came to like pills and shit, I was like, ain't nothing, you know? But I started popping pills and then I started selling pills as I'm popping them. Like, so it's just like, I guess, you know, one door opened the other door. But I started selling like weed for real by like meaning, well, I had a plug already, but I was just like, let me get that junk. He was just like, you gonna smoke all this shit up? Whoop de whoop. He from New York, so he like, you gonna smoke this shit? I'm like, no, I'm gonna bring you the money back, bro, for real. He gave me and my friend a pack. She tricked her pack. I flipped mine, and I still had some left over and brought him his money back within like 2 days. He was like, okay. And then motherfucking, yeah, that's how I started selling weed. After that, he was just throwing me packs. I'm like, okay, flipping them bitches, making my money until I got caught up in school selling weed. I wasn't selling it. That's not how I got caught up, but I was smelling like weed. Somebody said I smoked in the bathroom, me and somebody else, and that's how I got caught up. And long story short, they kicked me out and put me on probation. And that's kind of the start of, you know, how that happened with the depression shit. And then,
look at all of these things, you know, it's from you watching your father bring home prostitutes and rob people and drugs, and moving shelter to shelter, and being homeless, fighting, selling drugs, robbing.
yeah, I wasn't robbing. I was stealing.
Stealing, sorry.
I robbed one person. That's because I didn't rob her. I robbed her house. But that was very necessary.
Why?
Because she stole from me money.
Okay,
She stole money from me and my friend.
yeah, because also to like rob somebody, as you put it, that would make you a bully.
Yeah, I'm not a bully.
So, as I'm looking at all of these strings of events, how does it now lead to you stripping?
I would say like at 16 when I found my ex who was like my like I say attachment, being with him, we went through a lot of roller coasters. And towards the end when we was getting to that point of breaking up, I started like performing music in strip clubs. And I'm like, okay, I can make money like this. You know what I'm saying? And I had a friend, she like, come on, let's do amateur night. She bought the heels and stuff. I asked him, I was like, I'm ready to strip. And when he said to me, I don't care, I was like, oh, you don't love me no more. So that actually gave me the green light. Like, I was like, oh, he don't love me no more. I was really acting out like out of hurt for real. But that was like one of the green lights that really made me go. But I started dancing with her that one night at the amateur night. She ran off the stage and I stayed on the stage, made like what, $70. Then left I wasn't even gonna strip no more, but a friend asked me to drive her out of town. Car broke down, engine blew as soon as we got to the city. So I had no choice but to strip. And I'm in a white club, scared as fuck. I'm like the whole time looking like, what the fuck, this is not me. Like, it was like one black bitch in there. She came up like, girl, you pretty as fuck. You better get this money. Don't let these white girls take all the motherfucking money, girl. Like, I was sitting there like, they made me get naked. What? I was not fucking with that shit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was scared as fuck. I was like, what?
He's 16, 17?
At that time, I was like 18.
18.
That's when I first started like doing that shit. Like, I was scared as fuck. Then I moved to Florida with my brother. R.I.P. But I moved to Florida with my brother. Then
Your
I was
brother
trying
died?
Yeah, he died on my birthday last year. A year and a half ago. 2 years ago. 'Cause my brother, I have 8 brothers. This is like the one who was there when I was younger for real, like pulling up. He was older, so like he would be homeless. He'll come stay with us sometimes. But he like light skinned. He from Jersey too. All my brothers from Jersey. But he moved to Florida. He was in Miami. He like one of the wild brothers, you know what I'm saying? He let me come stay with him. He knew I was stripping. It was like, okay, we're gonna try to build you up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your makeup, whatever, whatever. Like, they was trying to help me. But I was in a toxic relationship at that time. Like, I brought him with me, was beating on my
How did he
ex. He went to get a pill because his tooth was hurting from somebody. And my brother don't really pop pills. They gave him a bad pill and that's kind of how that happened.
Okay.
So, but that was like more recent, like a year after my dad, like 2 years ago, I think. Time's gone by like a year and a half, I would say, because we're not that deep in the year yet. I said, I my brother, because when I moved down there with him, well, he dead now, but moved out there with him, he was trying to build me up with stripping, and I was homeless at the time, so he's trying to help me out, you know. But I'm with my toxic ass ex, so he kind of kicked us out because I ain't gonna lie, I was beating on him a little bit. So, but I was everything my other ex was doing to me, I ended up doing to him. You know what I'm saying? But he still wants shit though. But motherfucking, I'm trying to strip out there. That shit just made me realize stripping ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? So I just like gave up and went home back to Virginia and was like, I'll just figure it out, get a car and then come back. Learned more about stripping, got my look together, got my dancing together, continued to do it. Got kind of like was bringing girls in, recruiting them with me, you know, teaching them how to strip, whatever. And then like, that's kind of like what led up to the car accident. Like, cause I just started getting real serious with it.
With the stripping?
Like 7 days a week type shit.
Wow.
It's like Sunday through Sunday, just going.
What kind of money are you seeing?
At first, I was seeing like only like 500, like 600, sometimes 100. Motherfucking. Afterward, it was like going up to like 800, a band, 1,500. Like, so I was like, okay. And this Virginia, like DMV area, like I'm not going to like Florida, none of that shit. So like my money started going up. I'm like, okay, okay, I'm doing this shit. Like, and then I had the mindset, okay, if I make 700 today, make 700 tomorrow, that's this much. If I make 800 today, so like, I didn't even want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit started adding up, the ones and shit. I was getting crazy, but yeah, it probably wasn't the lifestyle for me. So many people in the club would say, you don't even look like you belong here. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm here. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you told me that there was a time where your ex-boyfriend at the time was looking at you and he just said, you're losing yourself.
Yeah, that was like right before the stripping. Like, and that's why I feel like that led me to stripping. But I feel like stripping helped me find myself back because it kind of broke me down. But like before the stripping, I was just lost because like the abusive shit, getting beat on by my ex, the rapes, motherfucking me getting raped again. Like the first time I got raped, I ain't brush it all, but I was trying to keep it G. Like, I'm cool. Like, it affected me, but I ain't know it affected me. You get what I'm saying? Versus like the second time, it really affected me. Like, cause like the first time, like it affected me. Like, certain we might be out, me and my friend, and I might be sleep like this somewhere, and she like, why you sleep like that? I'm like, you know, I don't play that shit. Like, but the second time, like it started affecting me like emotionally. Like I started just drinking. I started just being out more. Like I was getting skinny as hell. It was just not a good look. I ain't even gonna lie.
Bring me to the night of your accident.
So the night of my accident, it was really more so like a night I really didn't need to dance. Cause I was like, I already have money, but my friend needed money. So like, that being said, I'm like, I'm a ride or die bitch. We already was in the city that we were dancing in, but she wanted to go back to Richmond because she wanted to get dance clothes. I'm like, we go back. I don't want to go back because I'm gonna have to drive. But if we go back, you're gonna have to drive. She was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I drive back. Woo woo. We drive to Richmond. She's like, you want me to drive there? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna drive there because if I drive there, then you can drive back. She like, all right. She usually gets sloppy drunk. That's why I have to take over all the time. But I'm just too tired. And I already crashed the previous car from driving and falling asleep. I almost chopped my head off. So when I say I'm too tired, I know I'm too tired. So when I'm driving there, she started drinking a little bit. When we get there, whatever, she get mad because I guess she wanted to smoke a cigarette in the car, whatever. Shut that down. She come back like she ready to leave and go with someone else. I'm like, what you mean? We just got to the club. So she like, they got another club through this and the third. Someone she was smoking cigarettes with. Motherfucking, I'm thinking she joking because we do play a lot. Like, we always joking. We always playing. Motherfucking, but she was dead serious. She jumped in the car. I was like, you know, I need you to drive. She was like, you good? You got your new car. Whoop, 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 this, that, and the third. I'm not no begging ass bitch. So I was like, okay. I sat there because I'm thinking she joking. So I'm like, she not gonna leave for real. They backed the car up next to mine. I'm like, she ain't going nowhere. She really left. They pulled off. I'm like, okay. I called my boo at the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to come back. He like, why you come back so early? I'm like, she left me. Woo. Be like, since when y'all started leaving each other? Because before stripping, we was always like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beat up bitches for her, for real. I just beat up a bitch for stealing from her, for real. And then end up getting my money stolen in the midst of it. Motherfucker. So I just never really played about her. And I thought she didn't play about me. So when she left me, I was like, damn, fuck her. Motherfucker, I started driving, pulled over, went to sleep. After I drove like 20 minutes, I already was getting tired. Woke up, tried again, went to sleep, tried again. And I just kept trying. Like the last time I jerked the wheel, I was sleeping, I didn't even know. Like I was driving and didn't even know I fell asleep. I jerked the wheel when I went over to the side, you know, the little, I heard that. Jerked it too hard, car started spinning, and then I flew out the window. Motherfucking, everything just went black. I don't know what knocked me out, but everything just went black. When I woke up, I was just laying there in the woods, like, and I blinked a few times. I was like, oh, this ain't the hotel. And then I was like, touch my stomach. First I tried to pull myself, like with a tree stump. And I realized my body heavy, you know what I'm saying? And I touched my stomach and I was like, oh, you paralyzed. Because I couldn't feel my stomach. I didn't even touch my legs. I touched my stomach. I was like, oh, you're paralyzed. I'm like, okay. I don't panic. So I'm like, don't panic. I'm like, don't panic. Just chill. I'm like, try to get to the street. Somebody in the street got to see you because you in the woods. And the woods go in like this. So it's like a hill. So I'm like, somebody gotta find you. So I tried to crawl, but I couldn't move at all. Like my body, I ain't never not been able to move before. So body was just stuck. So I just prayed. Started praying. Was like, God, can you please send somebody to find me? Like within 3 to 5 minutes, somebody came with a flashlight. Was like, is somebody down there? And I was like, me. And he came and he was just like, yeah, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm paralyzed. Like, I can't move. Like, I was hurt. I ain't even gonna lie. I was waiting for somebody to tell me you're not paralyzed, but they weren't saying that. So I was like, I'm paralyzed. I kept saying it like I'm paralyzed. He was like, will you remember anything? I'm like, yes, I'm paralyzed. He's like, I'm getting help right now. The ambulance come pick me up. I'm like, y'all, I'm paralyzed. I'm just looking up like, y'all, I'm paralyzed. They're like, not saying nothing at all. I'm like, well, I must be really paralyzed because I'm just saying it. But I'm like, I must be really paralyzed because they're not saying shit right now. Like, they just look so sad in the face. Like, and I'm just like, so then I got in the ambulance and motherfucking, yeah. They took me up the elevators, whatever. I woke up and I heard, they was like, she a survivor. And I was like, damn. Because it was like, I don't even know how she survived that shit. And I got that tatted on my arm because that was the first words I heard. But then my mom walked in later. I was like, damn, was it that bad? Like, because I never really been in no badass accidents. So I'm like, damn. Like, I never even broke a bone before. Like, as rough as I am, I ain't never.
And you weren't bleeding. You wasn't no.
Like, my face probably, I had to get stitches right here and right here. So my hair keep coming on my chin. But
I was gonna ask about that, but I didn't
boy,
want to
shut
do
up. I gotta get another wax, okay? But yeah, that shit blew me. I ain't even gonna lie. And then we was homeless at the time. I'm paying for hotel rooms for my mom. That's why I was really pressing to get home because we was homeless. So, and the girl who left me, she was homeless with us. So I'm trying to pay for the hotel rooms and get back in time to get my mama the car to go to work too. My mom's phone was off that day because I was supposed to pay her phone bill. So I was like, damn, what am I finna do? How am I gonna contact my people? So I had to call the hotel, get them to go down and tell somebody to go find my mom. By the time they found her, she comes to the hospital. She walk in like, what, you break a leg or something? I'm like, I'm just laying there. I'm like, Mom, I'm paralyzed. She turned straight back around and just started screaming, like going in. And I felt so bad because I was just like, damn, I'm the rough child. I always put her through hell. I done sold guns in front of her face. I done beat bitches up in front of her. I done motherfucking did too much already. You know what I'm saying? She didn't find my drug stashes. Motherfucking, she didn't watch me beat niggas. Like, didn't watch me chase niggas that beat on me. I'm like, my mama is tired. You feel me? Like, so I felt so bad. I was just like, damn, like I was just trying to take care of the family. Like I finally was like, I feel like doing what I had to do for the family for real. So it really hurt me for real because I don't like saying my mom hurt, you know.
What do you think God was trying to tell you in that moment?
Slow down. Because I already had the feeling one of us was ready to die. I had told her, like, I'm like, I got a bad feeling. I don't know what it is. And usually my feelings never lie. So I was like, I don't know. I think we need to slow down. My dad was like, I found that shit crazy because you just called me and said that shit. Like, you need to slow down. You ready to stop dancing. I said I was ready to go to school for do CNA and all that shit. I just got my Section 8 shit in order. Like, I was trying to really get my shit together. So It was like 2 days later that shit happened.
And you told me your father knew you were stripping.
Mm-hmm.
And your boyfriend knew you were stripping.
Yeah, he was actually with me, pretending to be like my brother in the strip club.
And no one has a problem. No man in your life is telling you like, stop.
No, I ain't even gonna lie, because everybody always kind of like, I guess looked at me as the go-getter. Like, she gonna go get it regardless. Like, follow her lead. She gonna, like, I'm the leader or something, like, for everything. Even in my house, I have a brother. That's one thing we would beef about. Because my mama shouldn't have been homeless. You get what I'm saying? But she needed help, but my brother wasn't helping her, but he's there. And when I put her in the hotel rooms, he got his girlfriend and her sleeping in the same bed as my mom. And I'm like, why the fuck are y'all sleeping in the same bed? Why are you even there? You feel me? I'm paying for these rooms. Why are you not helping? I'm always the man of the house and I'm a woman. You get what I'm saying? And I'm the youngest. It's not like I'm the oldest. Like, I'm the youngest.
How old are you now?
25.
25 years old. You're still a baby.
I guess.
You know, for you to lose your legs. I don't know. It's just so profound to me. You know, you fly through that window, and of all the things that could have happened to you, your motion. Stop moving.
That's why I say I had to sit down. I move way too fast. I still move fast, but I know how to pause now. Like I know how to really just sit still and just sit in the house for a second. Because before I didn't. And I feel like I had a sleeping problem already because we kept being homeless every other year. We always homeless. House caught on fire. Now we homeless again, and like it's times that we're homeless. And my friend is still with us because she has family, but they in the country. So my mom like she need to go, but I'm fighting for her to stay. But I'm making her get jobs. So I'm like waking up 6 a.m., taking my mom to work, then taking her to her job, then trapping throughout the day, and then picking them all up, then still trapping in the middle of the night till 6 a.m. again, trying to motherfucking, And I think that started affecting my sleep just really bad, like, and I was moving, like I said, just too fast. Because when I crashed the car the first time, this was the second car accident. The first time I almost shot my head off. I fell asleep driving, and I didn't even know I was driving. I woke up out of my sleep. My friend said, "You just woke up and started the car and pulled off." I didn't even know I was asleep. Motherfucking, I was driving. It was a tow truck park, and I'm just driving. And I literally woke up in a split a second and like jerked the wheel. And like the mechanic, he lined up because it was all fucked up on the passenger side. He lined up where it hit, and he was like, "Bro, your head was about to be gone. Like the whole tow truck was about to just slice your shit off." Like,
where would you be if you weren't in that chair?
honestly, I don't know. I think right before my chair, I think I tapped into my confidence and to like get my shit together because I did stop popping pills. I did start slowing down. I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking tobacco. I was trying to get shit together. But honestly, the way my temper was and the way that I like used to be tripping about certain shit, about the people around me, I really don't know. A lot of people knew I was like a hothead. I used to always be the one into some shit. Like,
I see you on Baddies on Wheels. I guess it's the wheelchair version of Baddies. I mean, entertaining, but still fighting.
I didn't see baddies on wheels. People don't know. I was proud of myself because when I ain't never in life let nobody put their hands on me ever. That was like the first. Like I always swing first. I don't play that shit because the first hit could be the knockout. Like I don't play that shit. But and I could take a hit, but I let her hit me first because one, she told me to put gloves on, and she took hers off right when we was ready to fight. So I was like, hold on, wait, back up. But she still continued to swing on me. And I was like, damn, I really don't want to put my hands on her because we're in wheelchairs and I know I'm stronger than her. See, it's different knowing I'm stronger than somebody in a wheelchair. Because even when we fought the second time, like, I didn't really put my all into it. I just did a little whoop whoop just to let her know real quick, like, I ain't that. But I could have really took it further. I just didn't want to do all that. I don't want to physically harm nobody else in the same situation, especially knowing I'm strong. I feel like that I am fully independent. I do everything myself. So I already know my strength. Like when we around Baddies on Wheels house, I'm helping people pop wheelies up stuff. I'm helping people do certain shit. So why would I want to put my hands on y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I could beat everybody in a wheelchair. I just know I'm very strong. So
I guess I'm more speaking to the fact that you're still kind of...
Still, but I didn't provoke it. I could have fought a lot on that show. Like, bitches was coming crazy and I let it slide. Like, I would catch myself almost entertaining it. And then I'd be like, I got it, bro. Because it's not that deep for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're on OnlyFans?
mm-hmm. Yes, I'm on OnlyFans. I'm actually top 3 disabled OnlyFans. That's the word? I don't know. It's new to me. But I'm like top 3 in the world of disabled OnlyFans women.
What kinds of things are you posting on OnlyFans?
I do little thirst traps, but then I really just do sex education. I don't like show nudity and stuff. So.
And so if you could just tell us a little bit about the sexual education, it's like, what does that entail?
The sexual education is more so just so like people know what to do. And people in similar situations like me, I can't speak on every disabled person because everybody's disability is different. But I know if you're like someone like me or, you know, close, like waist down, maybe chest down, I could show you like how to have sex with your paraplegic. Like, that's just what it is. Like, do you want to know how to have sex with your paraplegic?
I mean, it sounds pretty interesting.
See, when I first got in the hospital, I looked up wheelchair porn. I don't even watch porn. I was just like, how am I going to have sex? So I looked up wheelchair porn and it was not attractive at all. And I'm not saying I'll do porn, but I was like, they need somebody sexy that's going to, you know, pop out and let them know, like, you can still get this. Make these niggas actually want to go pursue somebody in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like, not have us looking like, oh, hell no. Like, and then, like, I just felt like I needed to take that role. Like, I'm a pretty girl and confident. So I said, why not?
When does it stop?
When does the what stop?
You know, it's like you're still fighting. You're still in sex work. Right? And the only reason why I'm saying this too, right, is because these seem to be the things that led you to the chair.
I feel like it's different now. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Because before I was doing stuff for my own little personal gains. And now I'm not, like, I tell people all the time, I'll embarrass myself 100 times just to put on my community. Because I feel like paralyzed pussy, they might be laughing, but they don't know how many people are hitting me up that are disabled saying they haven't had sex in a wheelchair and they're scared. Or can you teach me how to do this, that, and the third, how to get on my knees? Can you teach me how to whoop, whoop, this, that, and the third? So like, it's so many people that's disabled that don't have the confidence to even date or even like try to. And then it's people who are scared to pursue people in wheelchairs because they think they can't do anything. I had people hit me up saying, you gave me the confidence to pull up on a shorty in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't be thinking this is possible, and whole time their soulmate might just be on wheels, you know? So I feel like before I was doing it on some, not greedy, but chasing shit. Like, I was trying to chase money. That was my only objective when I was young. Money, 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 money. I gotta get this money. You feel me? Like,
Tatted on your face.
yeah, money. Mia, money. Like, I was all about money. Like, money. And I didn't even feel like I wanted to ball. I just know I needed it. Like, so I just, money, 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 gotta get it. But now it's like, not just so money. It's more so inspiration type shit. Like, I like that people, yeah, they might laugh, this surface level people, but it gets deeper because it's like, okay, that's why sexual education comes. Because it's like, it's sex work, but it's also really just educating people, because just because I'm giving you sex education, I'm not telling you to go have sex just with anybody. But I know people want to find their loves and feel comfortable with having sex. So
yeah, you are not only interesting to me, inspiring.
Thank you.
Of course. I think that one, I like how you were able to shift and still do what you're doing, but have a positive spin on it. Not only that, but you can't tell. You don't see the depression on you. You don't see the sadness on you. You know.
And it's still there. I tell people, like, don't, like, because other people in wheelchairs be like, how do you, I wish I could, you know, be like you and this, that, and the third. And I'd be like, don't think because I look like I'm always good that I'm, you know, good. Because I have my days, I'm better at hiding it. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing my mama always taught me is don't let people see you down, even if you're having a bad day. Like, and I take pride in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because ain't nobody really gonna do nothing but either gossip about it or, you know what I'm saying, fake care. I feel like people who know you, they see you, they know when to check on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm in my moments where I'm depressed and stuff, like, I have my own little coping ways that I like to pull up to the park. I like to meditate. I like to write, do music. Like, people don't know, a part of what I do is part of my healing. Being around my wheelchair friends. Like, I met some of my realest friends that's disabled. Shout out to them. I don't cry, but you know.
all right.
Shout out my wheelchair friends though. But I'm still healing too. You know? I'm just good at hiding it. But I ain't with that crying shit. I'm a gangster. You know. Like when my dad walked in the hospital when I was paralyzed, he was like crying and shit. I was like, fuck is you crying for? He was like, that's my baby girl. He was like, she's so strong. Like, I'm only crying right now because my period rate come. So it's hard to hold it back when I'm all emotional and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really do too much like showing emotions because I'm the one that everybody look to keep them strong, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what like heals me, I feel like. But, you know, don't be thinking because I'm crying and shit, you feel me? You got one up on me. Don't be thinking, oh, nah, baby girl soft. Because they not soft over here.
No, and I think it's...
These more like survival tears, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, people don't know. If you knew, you'd be like... That's why I said 50 Cent need to tap in, because I feel like he got all these movies and TV shows with all these niggas and they street lives, but I feel like they need to really tap into a female street life, you know?
Here's the thing. I don't think tears make a person weak. I think tears make a person strong. I think it shows your strength, you know? I was actually waiting to see your strength because, you know, everything else just seems like what you had to be, right? You had to be tough, you had to be strong, you had to do this, you had to do that. But, you know, making room for your emotions, I think that's an amazing thing. After all we talked about, after all we went into, and the thing that made you cry was friends.
Yeah, because they don't know. I'm still healing too. So my wheelchair friends, like, they were some of the friends that I always wanted. Like, none of my friends equaled up to them from the years walking, like, because I always took care of them. Even this Friday, when I go back home, they're like, oh, my friend from Alabama, she driving out to Atlanta. She in a wheelchair. My friend from South Carolina, he in a wheelchair. He can't even use his hands. He driving out. Oh, we gonna come. We gonna help you unpack. We gonna pull up. We gonna do a little wheel back, you know what I'm saying, and have fun. Break in the house. Like, I don't have to ask. They gonna just... Even when I'm crying like this, like I was like this on my birthday because my brother died on my birthday and I was trying to hold it together. My little girlfriend, she like, come here. She like, why you so gangster? She was like, just come here. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl,
sure.
you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not used to that. Like, I'm not used to having friends like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like the wheelchair opened that door up for me. That's why we telling people like this heals me too. Like being around my community and stuff because a lot of people can't relate to us. The world don't really care about us, and that's just the truth. Like down to the doctors, the ambulances, public housing, like Social Security, the way they do us. And I don't feel bad for me. I feel bad for people, like I said, years and years dealing with this shit. Because I feel like, damn, this is what y'all had to go through. And that's why I feel like I have to go harder to push that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of them settle. Like they just accept it. And I'm not accepting it, not just for me, but for the community, period. Like,
Yeah, I think too, like, you know, there's people that can walk, run, jump, whatever, and they don't have half of the strength that you have. And
Thank
you
you.
know, again, it's amazing to watch. Any regrets?
No, I'll never regret nothing because I feel like everything that happens is a lesson, and there's always a lesson in the blessing. So I love my life. Like, I feel like everybody get cards dealt different, and you just got to know how to deal them, you know?
Yeah. There's something you could tell your younger self, what would it be?
Love yourself more because you're too busy trying to love everybody else. So, you know, take the time out to actually love yourself and pour into yourself. Because I used to always just want to be there for everybody, that sometimes I wouldn't even care what I got going on and I'm over giving. And I feel like a lot of that is what played into a lot of my fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? Giving my loyalty to people who didn't really deserve it. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it, girl. People always told me like, ain't no way you not gonna blow. Like I always had this type of mindset. I always was like the strong friend, always preaching like, you gotta learn how to forgive people. Life too short, like I forgive everybody who did me dirty. Anybody who, betrayed me to the past, to the recent, I'd be like, I always say it's cool. You can do me how you do me, but you gotta take that up with God. I'm gonna always treat you right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I've always been a good person. I just, went down some dark paths.
My name is Chris Daz, Trappin Anonymous. Let's get it.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
It's over.
Oh. And period. Y'all know what it is. Y'all tapping it's me and Money, the hardest on wheels. Popping in this bitch straight on wheels. You know what I'm saying? Popping like my willies. Not no grease. Okay.